Hi everyone, welcome to Coaster Talk. My name is Eric and I want to give you a little channel update. Obviously I did take a couple of weeks off, as most of you know that would be watching this. We did welcome my son being born, Colton. So now that we're back at it, let's jump into it. Today I want to talk to you about the Cubs and the Indians. Now you might think that this really doesn't have anything to do with coasters. Well, if you go ahead and look in the link, I'll go ahead and, or in the description, I'll provide a link for you. But what we had is we had a challenge sent out by Six Flags, Great America, and Gurnee, Illinois. They challenged Cedar Point and Sandusky, Ohio. Obviously, they are representing the two teams. You know, Gurnee's just north of Chicago, and Sandusky is just a couple hours, I believe, outside of Cleveland. So what we had is we had a challenge spit out to them that one of them will sing certain songs and that they can also rename any ride of their choosing. Let's go ahead and talk about the possibilities that I think that they could be renaming. Let's start with Six Flags Great America. And the first option I have is going to be Raging Bull. I think that this is a really solid option for them. I think one, it's one of the bigger rides in the park, and I think that's kind of what people are going to be going for, is some of the bigger rides in the park. Some of the names I'll kind of give you here at the end that I think they could be renaming, but I think that this is definitely one of them. It's a standout piece for them. It's not necessarily the best ride in the park, but it's a really good option for them. Another really solid option for them is going to be Superman Ultimate Flight. I think this is a really good one. The color scheme, I think, kind of matches to the Indians, although it's not really the navy. They still have that red and the blue, even though the yellow's in there. I don't know if that really matches, but I think color scheme wise, this is another really good one. This is one that does kind of stand out as being a flying coaster. Usually has a good weight, good line there. And so I think that's something that they're really going to be looking for when they get the option to rename if they're going to, if Cedar Point wins. So then the last one is going to be Goliath. I think this is the best ride in the park, and I think that that's definitely something that they're going to be going for. They want to do best ride in the park. If they can have the option of renaming any ride that they want. This is one I absolutely think that they would be renaming. I think this would be their number one choice if the Indians happen to win the World Series. So let's go ahead and jump into Cedar Point and see what they would do, or what Six Flags Great America would do. I think number one is Maverick. I'm actually going to start with the best one in the park for them. I think this is the best ride in the park, hands down, at Cedar Point. I think this is one that they would absolutely love to rename if they got the opportunity for the opening weekend. And this is a really good option. It's their best ride in the park. It sits on the north shore of Cedar Point, and I think that's a really good option for them. Another one I think that's a premier piece for them is Gatekeeper. Because of the location of this ride, this is why I think that this is the best option, or one of the best options for them is Gatekeeper. Because it sits in front, people always ride this ride. There's always a long line for it. People are going to get on this roller coaster no matter what, especially because it's in the front. Gatekeeper sits over, obviously, the front, has those two keyholes for a special maneuver right there. I think the Cubs would love to rename this one. And then last, of course, Millennium Force. This would be another big one that the Cubbies or Six Flags Great America would love to rename. Something themed to the Cubs, of course, I'm sure. And this is, again, one of the standout iconic pieces of going to Cedar Point. You just absolutely have to get on it. So now we've come down to the end here, and I want to go over some of the possibilities for some names here. So if Six Flags Great America wins, I think some of the choices they might go with are going to be the North Shore, the Cubbies, Wrigley Keeper, W Force, Wrigleyville, something along those lines. And then if we have Cedar Point win, something to the Tribe, the Indian Ultimate Champions, Wahoo, Tribe Nation, Cleveland Rock, something like that, I think is really going to be the direction that they go. So that's where we're at right here, guys. So all right, so here's my official prediction for it, for the Six Flags Great America versus the Cedar Point, for the Indians versus the Cubs. I have Cleveland Indians in 6. They are going to rename Superman Ultimate Flight to Indians Tribe Nation. Thank you so much for watching. All right, guys, so there it is. I have the Cleveland Indians winning in 6, naming Superman Ultimate Flight Indians Tribe Nation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share this video. Please comment. I will absolutely respond. I want to know y'all's thoughts. Thank you guys so much, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye.